Hello, amiibros. This is Jason of Game & Shocks, and welcome to a very special occasion because it is my 50th haul video. This has been a long time coming, and I can't believe we've finally reached this milestone after how long have I been doing haul videos? Like 5 years now, and gotta mark this occasion for something big. So for this haul video, I went all in on like trying to get as many like of the big boy games I could. And I even got like some toys and a few movies to go along with it. Like I'm not even gonna like explain like how many games there are here because, you know, it's for a big occasion. We to get the confetti out, pop some wine bottles, and party like it's 1999. So I guess also I'll show you like some Game Informers and like magazines that I got physically because I actually have some this time. So I got two Game Informers. I got this one, which is for God of War Ragnarok, which only a few more weeks, baby. This is number 348. And look at that art. That looks awesome. And then this one for Skull and Bones, which just recently got delayed. So that's kind of a shame. And this is issue. Oh, this is 348. I think God of War is 349. My bad. Oh, and Medusa fell over. Oops. And I also got a Walmart Game Center for Sonic Frontiers, which is issue 88. So that's cool. So let's start cracking through all these games because there's a lot to this. And also, before I begin, thank you to everyone throughout this entire like haul video journey of mine, and we will continue this even to 100. So then let's begin. So now let's start. Okay, so this time we're gonna go from smallest pile to biggest pile, almost. So I'm gonna start with my miscellaneous pile and start with these two Genesis cartridges that I got from Aaron Fazbear because he was gonna trade these in, and I saw what they were, so I was like, let me have them, and I gave him $5 for the two of these. So I think these are, at least one of these is like kind of a recognizable Genesis game. So I got Subterraria, which I think is like a space shooter. I believe it looks like a space shooter from like the cover. Like I only played like a little bit of both of these games, so take that with a grain of salt. And then I also got, I know this one has a little bit of value to it, Philios, which unfortunately has a security sticker on the label, which is unfortunate, but no, it's kind of a cool game. I know this one for sure is like it's not a space shooter, it's like I think it's a vertical shooter of some kind. It was kind of cool. Again, I haven't really played both of these, but it was cool getting some more Genesis cartridges. And then these next two things, or the next like bunch of things I got from the flea market. So first I got a GameCube memory card. This is a Mad Catz one. I got it for $2, and it works. I also have a PS2 memory card, but that one didn't work, unfortunately. So I don't think it's worth showing in the video. And then my only game, like working game, that I got from the flea market is a Bully Scholarship Edition on the 360. I got this because it was $2, and it was actually in pretty good condition, like from top to bottom, and it's complete as well. So that was very nice to see, and because you know it's Bully, and Bully's Rockstar when Rockstar used to care about making games. And then also from the flea market I got a bunch of other things. You can probably hear some of them falling right now. I got like a bunch of toys. Most of them are Mario related. I wanted to show this first. Yoshi, you stay there. Spoiler. I got from a different seller. I got this. Let me put this here. I got this. I got this this toy. This was 50 cents. It's like it's on these two magnets. It's like what do you call it? The magnet wheel toy. I don't know what this toy is officially called, but this is what it is. I think you'd recognize it. And like honestly, I've been playing with this thing a lot lately. It's addicting, and for 50 cents, like it's definitely worth the 50 cents. And then from again another seller, just going through a bunch of sellers like, what's up? And then these other 3 toys I got from a seller who was dressed as Michael Myers, which was pretty cool. Like he was selling like a bunch of like nerdy stuff. He had Aaron Fazbear actually bought a Nemesis like mask for himself, and then I got like some Mario toys for me for $5. 2 of them were like recent, like I think Happy Meal toys, and then one of them is actually from the 90s. So I got this Yoshi. Press his shell and he'll extend his tongue out, so we do like yum 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 yum. That's cool. It even has like a tag for him because I think the guy was originally gonna sell these separately. And then I got a Mario, which has like you press the block and does that. It's like a little roulette thing, and I guess this is also in celebration of the Mario movies trailer releasing, so that's pretty cool. And sorry for that camera shake. But this one I think is like the coolest one of them all. This one is from the 90s, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, it says, I don't know if you can see, but you can hear the marble in there. It says 1997 right there. This is like a Mario Kart 64, I think, toy. I'm not sure where this was originally from, but it's shaped like a Nintendo 64 controller, and like you move the marble around with like the analog stick, and like it's like a little like obstacle course thing. Let me get the camera focus. There we go. I mean, obviously doing it this way, the marble's gonna get stuck, but it was actually a really cool toy. Again, if anyone knows where it's from, let me know in the comments, because I would love to know where that Mario Kart toy comes from, because it's pretty neat. And then these last 2 games, and then I also got another not toy, I got a plush. So recently, if you've been on my community tab, you'll know that I went to Texas a few weeks ago in San Antonio, and I figured I'd stop by Half Price Books while I was there, because I know it's like a big thing in Texas and like in other parts of the US. So I figured I'd stop by there, because Half Price Books is basically like a bull moose down there, so I figured I'd stop by. So I got 2 collector's editions of some games that I didn't have these collector's editions, so both are for the original Xbox, by the way. First one is Doom 3 collector's edition, in really nice shape. I never see this one or the next one in like this good a shape. Like this usually has like a lot of rust spots on it, which for something like this is not good from like the collector point of view. Like you want it to looking pristine like this. The case has like a crack on the back. I don't know if you can see like right there. It's because I dropped it accidentally. But everything else is looking pretty sound. The disc is in good shape. I haven't like tested it out on my Xbox, the disc, but like this is like a really cool thing to have. Like I think it also comes with the original Doom, according to the back right there. I believe it does, but really cool thing to have for $7.99, and for in this good a shape. And then also from Half Price Books, I got the Halo 2 Collector's Edition. Again, this one in amazing condition. Like this one, I think this one compared to Doom 3, this one you never see with with no rust spots on it, or at least not like the ones that I've seen, because this is like in pristine condition. It's got everything in there, the manual, it's got both discs in here, and it even has an old Xbox Live free trial in there, which obviously I can't use now, but if someone knows how to hack the original Xbox and get Xbox Live back up and running, that would be sweet. And then also while I was in Texas, we stopped at Buc-ee's, which I didn't know at the time was like the biggest convenience store I had ever seen in my life. So I figured I would go there. I even took a selfie, so there's me with my big beard. And I got a Buc-ee plush. Probably can't see it that well because again he's a big boy. But I went to like the biggest one too, so because it was like the closest one. And I also my family also got like a mug and like some other things while we were there. It was really cool being there. I even said this to I think my mother while I was down there. Buc-ee's is a lifestyle. That's a quote. There's a quote for you. But yeah, it was awesome being back in Texas and seeing my brother again. I had a good time, and I took like hundreds of pictures while I was there because I am a naturally, I guess, acquainted with photography. All right, next pile is my pile that I got from my good friend Henry at Henry's Crackin' Video Games. He gave me some games that that I wanted, or like that I didn't have for any of my collections. And I still got to give him some games back. Henry, if you're watching this video, I will get your games out, hopefully out by the end of the year. And he gave me some games. So first for the PlayStation 2, because I got 8 games in this pile. I got Siphon Filter Dark Mirror on the PS2, which is a game that I believe I have on the PSP. I almost said PS2 again, but yeah, this is like one of his favorite games, and like I still had not played it yet, so I think this would be like the time to play it, and it's complete as well. I think now the only Siphon Filter game I need is Logan's Shadow, either on PS2 or PSP. And then for the PS3, this is actually my only PS3 game in this entire haul video, and it's a remake. It's not a remake. This game got remade a few years ago, and that's Demon's Souls, which I feel like is going to go up in price eventually now that the remake's out, especially the Black Label one, because obviously this is Greatest Hits. I haven't played it yet. Some of these games I hadn't had a chance to play yet, as you could tell. Life of the Collector for you, but it's complete and in pretty good shape. It's kind of like interesting, like looking at it. It's like this game spawned an entire genre of games, pretty much. All right, next I got some PlayStation 1 games, which I haven't gotten PS1 games in a while. Like thinking about it, and this is bringing back some memories of like some of my older haul videos, which is good because this is the 50th one. I want that to happen. So for the PlayStation 1, I got Rayman, the original. Did you know that this game was actually for the Jaguar before it was a PlayStation game? Yeah. Little do people think that like Rayman was first on the Atari Jaguar, but it's always funny to think about. But I've heard good things about this game, and I've heard it's really hard as well, and it's complete. Can't go wrong with a complete game at all. I think all these games that are in this pile are complete except for one. And then also for the PlayStation 1, I got San Francisco Rush. I think I've actually played this game, not on PlayStation, but I think at arcades I'll play, because obviously like a game like San Francisco Rush I think is, I'd say, recognizable, especially like if you've been to arcades. Like I feel like I've played this game before, so I want to check it out on PlayStation. I think it's also on Nintendo 64. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, looking good. Looking very good, in fact. The next two games are for the original Xbox, and you're gonna see a lot of original Xbox games because I got some good Xbox stuff. First for the original Xbox is Dead Man's Hand. This is a what is this game? This is a like Western first-person shooter, made by Atari. Funny enough, and I played it. I actually did play this one. I don't know why I'm pointing at the camera. It's not too bad. No manual, unfortunately, in this one, but yeah, I played it for a little. It's not too bad. It's definitely not. If you're thinking it's like Red Dead Redemption, don't, because it's not like it's not like Red Dead Redemption. And then also for the original Xbox is, speaking of Red Dead and like Rockstar, Manhunt, which is like the perfect game for Halloween, because this game, again, I played this one also. It's like I always knew this game was like very controversial, but like actually playing it's like, oh my god. Like by oh my god I mean like not only for the violence and also because of how like just kind of weird the game plays in like at some aspects. I mean, it's like I like the concept of it, but it's just like I don't know. It's just not a game I like see myself playing like long sessions of. And it's complete, unlike Dead Man's Hand, which maybe that dead man has the manual for it and it's in his hand. No. And then last two games that Henry gave me are Xbox 360 games. First one is a fairly common 360 game, and that's Darksiders 2, the not packaged for individual sale copy. In case, just in case, I figured I'd mention it. I've heard this game is actually like not bad at all. Like this series actually, but it's complete. I guess complete. Excuse me. By complete, I mean like it has like a code thing inside it. I think my voice cracked because not even 15 minutes and I've been talking too much. And then also for the 360, this one I'm actually pretty happy to have because I've never played this game. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, which, if you actually think about it, technically this is the last Castlevania game because every other one since then has been like a collection of some kind. So it's kind of sad that this as of now is the last Castlevania game. But I heard the first Lords of Shadow is pretty good, and this one doesn't have Kojima involved with it because I know he produced the first one, so not sure how I'm gonna feel about this one. It's complete with like some codes inside, and like some cool stuff. So thank you, Henry, for those games, and I'll send you your stuff out eventually. All right, next. So now we're getting to some bigger piles. So as a sort of a transition, I'm gonna do my movies next because most of them come from Bull Moose, and then I think my next pile is going to be Bull Moose, which to me is like the best pile out of all these. So first one, now for the movies. So this is my only movie that I didn't get from Bull Moose. I got this from Best Buy. It's a steelbook of a movie that when on my way back from Texas, I watched this movie on the plane back, but I didn't finish it, so I figured I should buy it. And that is the steelbook for Catch Me If You Can, which is an awesome movie, by the way. I highly recommend it. And this steelbook looks really nice too. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why this card is still here, is because usually they fall off, but I put a glue dot on the back here, and that's how it sticks on, because I don't want to keep taking it off and putting it back on my shelf. And there is the inside. Not showing you that code, but yeah, I highly recommend this movie. It has a great performance from Leonardo DiCaprio, and Tom Hanks is great as he always is. There's a great line that he says where he's saying a knock knock joke is like, knock knock, who's there? Go f yourself. Yeah, it's great. Alright, so this next movie, this one I had to get in honor of my guinea pigs. So this is the wrestler from Bull Moose, and Catch Me If You Can I got for $15 at Best Buy. So now for Bull Moose. So this movie I got in honor of my guinea pigs, Wes and Snickers, because sadly they're no longer with us. But whenever I get my I ever get some new guinea pigs, I want to show them this movie because this movie is a masterpiece to me. I have the game for this also, and that is G-Force, baby. I have to. I mean, come on. I had guinea pigs, and I will soon get guinea pigs again. I have to. This movie is a masterpiece. We need more guinea pig representation in our movies. You always see hamsters, but barely ever guinea pigs. That's sad. We need more. We need to see more guinea pigs on film. And also, and this movie was $4. So that's a steal if I've ever seen one. Alright, next from Bull Moose. Also another movie. Because I have a few more movies. Gone Girl. Heard also great things about this movie. It's Ben Affleck. You can't really see by the sticker, but it's Ben Affleck. Acting wise, he didn't direct this movie, but this is a neat little release because it has an amazing. Can I see focus? Okay, you can't see it, but it says Amazing Amy's Tattletale, which is I think it's Rosamund Pike's character. She's read there's a book or something. I don't know anything about this movie. I want to go in as blind as I can, but again, I've heard great things about this movie. I'm sure it'll be good. You don't know what you've got till it's gone, girl. Great tagline. Next one is a 4K movie, believe it or not. And I actually got this movie cheaper on the 4K Steelbook than than Bull Moose was selling the Blu-ray sealed. And that is A Quiet Place Part 2. Some more horror stuff. I still gotta watch the first movie, So I'll be checking both these out. Probably, maybe I'll watch them on Halloween, because again, it'll be perfect. But yeah, this is the 4K Steelbook, $10, $10, cheaper than the Blu-ray at Bull Moose, which was like $12. Like, I couldn't believe it. And this Steelbook looks really nice as well. And it's all, and there's both discs with I think that's Emily Blunt, right? It has to be. I mean, I don't know. It could be anyone. And then last movie is I think kind of an uncommon 4K. I got this one for half off than its price. And that's the Lego Movie on 4K. I love this movie, and seeing this movie on 4K was just like, I mean, I haven't seen it on 4K, but I've seen it many times before, and this movie's amazing. Everything is awesome, just like the song. Everything in this movie is awesome, and it's just amazing. And there's the inside. That code, I'm sure, has already been used, so try as you might. I don't know if it'll work. If it does, you could try, but I don't know if it will work. But yeah, those are my movies. Not too many this time, not nearly as many as last time, but there will be more. Excuse me. All right, now for my pile from Bull Moose. I actually went to multiple different Bull Mooses for this, because again, this was a special occasion, so I wanted to make it do with it as I must. So first is a DS game, a loose DS game that I got for $4. One that I didn't even know existed, honestly, and that is Mechasalt Phantom War. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. Okay, it's not focusing, but it is Mechasalt Phantom War. I didn't even know. I like the first two Mechasalt games on the original Xbox, and seeing this on the DS was like, huh. I mean, obviously it's not published by Microsoft. It's Majesco, so that's probably why it's on here. And I played it for a little bit. It's actually not too bad. For a DS conversion of like a mech game, not bad. And usually finding some good DS games loose at Bull Moose is typically good for me. And then next is a PSP game, my only PSP game in this haul video. And I haven't gotten a PSP game in a while, so that was also kind of fuel for me to get this. It's nothing like big or anything. It's Hot Shots Golf Open Tee. I like golf, and I'm sure you know that I like golf, so that's why I got it. Have clubs will travel. Okay. I like that background. It's like it kind of reminds me of like the new Switch backgrounds. It's nice, and it's of course complete. $4, can't go wrong with that. All right, next was the PS4. By the way, again, you're going to be seeing a lot of PlayStation 4 games, especially in my last pile. So some more horror stuff. That's Alien Isolation. Another game that I've heard like great things about, especially because I've heard how well it like faithfully captures like the original Alien, which is a movie I've never seen, but like I've seen like enough clips to where like I could say like I have seen it, but I want to actually like truly see it to find out and like to play this game, because I think it plays Ripley's daughter, right? Let me see. I think it does. It's not saying on the back, but I think like the main character on the front is like Ellen Ripley's daughter, I believe. So like that's kind of cool, like in context with Alien, and it's complete. And I like that disc. That's honestly really cool. And I've heard like the AI for like Alien, for like the Xenomorph is like it's like some of the smartest AI ever. So that's cool. And like from what I've heard, it's a good apology for Aliens, Colonial Marines. Next for the Wii, I got another game that's $3.97. Blazing Angels Squadrons of World War II. This is a dogfighting game, as you can imagine, just looking at the cover. I like dogfighting games, so I mean it can't be that bad, right? And it's complete. I think this one even got a sequel, I believe. I know I've seen this on the Xbox too, so like it should be like interesting to see. And I like dogfighting games, if I hadn't made that clear enough. Alright, next are some PlayStation 2 games. One of them is of course the magical $6.97 price. and that is Smuggler's Run 2: Hostile Territory. I really like the first Smuggler's Run on the PS2, which was a launch title, by the way. And you know, seeing a sequel to it was cool to see. This game is also on GameCube, by the way, but it's not the same subtitle. I believe on GameCube it's called Smuggler's Run War Zones. So yeah, so it gets more Smuggler's Run, and you get just some new stuff, and you got like new music, new everything, and it's complete. So making it complete was like the true tip, like not tip of the iceberg. That's like, ooh, that's a rock start now. Like that was like the nice cherry on top. And then also for the PS2, I got not Smackdown. This isn't wrestling. Splashdown. I mean, you could wrestle with a jet ski, maybe. So yeah, I think more people now are familiar with this game because of like Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. I keep saying Smackdown for some reason. Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. This game's pretty fun too. It's essentially like it's Wave Race, but it's on PlayStation 2. It's also like Jet X2O, but it's not Sony. It's Infogrames and Atari. And again, I played it. It's really fun. It's complete. And you got some wild water racing with true to life water. Oh my god, I never read that on the back. True to life water, dynamic wakes, rolling waves, and turbulence, bringing the experience to your home. I'm sold. Alright, and then the remaining games from Bull Moose are all original Xbox games. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 original Xbox games that I got from Bull Moose. And keep in mind, this is not the last ones either. And these ones all go from like lowest price to the highest price. So again, for $3.97, I got Seablade. I don't really know what this game was when I first saw it, and then I played it. It's like a dogfighting game from what I played. It had some weird controls though. I remember this game controlling really odd. So I don't know. I'll excuse me. I'll try it again and like give it another shot, but I don't know. It was just kind of weird like when I first started it. It's complete though, so that's that. Even if it ends up not being good, I mean, $4 is definitely not the worst price I could have got it for. Then next for the original Xbox, I got also for $6.97 Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 with a Core Gaming sticker for $11.99. I think I've actually seen this copy when it was at Core Gaming, and then someone sold it to Bull Moose. So this is a game I already have for the PS2 and the GameCube, but I have it for my original Xbox collection because I'm trying to go for as many original Xbox games as I can, and this was one of them. And this is complete. And I believe now the only Tony Hawk game I still need for my original Xbox collection, 2 actually, are Pro Skater 3 and the first Underground. But yeah, I loved Pro Skater 4. That game's awesome, but it has an awesome soundtrack too. Next for the original Xbox is Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, which is a very underrated game. From what little I played of this game is awesome. More people need to play it. I believe it's also on Switch, on like in terms of modern consoles. But if you ever get it on like previous gen, like on Xbox or something, this game is so good. Like I barely speak. Like it's so good from what I played. Yeah, it's I can't even properly explain it. It's just such a good, underrated Zelda style of a game. It's so good. You got a Sphinx guy and that's a Sphinx guy. You got like a Pharaoh man and a mummy man. Come on. And then next is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. And look at some of these prices I'm getting them at. $7.97, $8.97. Next one's also $8.97. This is my most recent game, I believe, or one of them in like this video. Like in terms of the Bull Moose pile, this is the most recent one that I got. I haven't played it yet, so I think it's a fighting game, I believe. I might be wrong, but I haven't played it. So I mean, I'm just looking at the back. It might be, but it's complete. Nice manual too. All right, next, this game This game I know for sure is backwards compatible on the Xbox One and Series X, I believe. Well, I know it is. SSX3. This game is awesome. Just pure arcade snowboarding goodness. EA Sports Big. What happened to that? Like, if that was still around today, probably wouldn't last because EA is EA, of course. But back then, like when they used to like make bangers like these, like they had it good. They had it good, man. And this is complete. And it's you against the mountain, like, and like all the crazy tricks that you can do in this. It's like wow, and it looks great too for like a game from 2003. All right, next for $10.97, I got SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants, which is the last SpongeBob game I needed for the original Xbox, which is sweet. I know this one's a mini game collection with 30 levels of I bit my lip, excuse me. 30 levels of madness, and it says something about filming Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. That's cool. It has some context to like the show, like in some way. It's complete, and I want to get like some pull out some controllers and like play with some friends on this. This would probably be fun. And from like the gameplay I saw on YouTube, it actually looked pretty fun. And then lastly, from Bull Moose, this one I got for half off using my Bull Moose points. So this one I know for sure is an uncommon Xbox game, and I think it usually goes for higher than the price that I got it from Bull Moose that originally would be, and that is Conquer Live and Reloaded. I know this game usually goes for like $50-$60, I believe, and I got it for like $17 pretty much. Haven't played it yet, at least not much, but of course I think everyone knows like who Conquer is. Like even through that one game on Nintendo 64, he's always left his mark, and it's complete as well, like a very complete package. Manual's a little ripped, unfortunately, but you know what? Can't wait to play this. And like, just look at Conquer. He's ready also. All right, next pile is let's see. I'm gonna do my pile from Core Gaming next. So this one is a little intricate in quotes because I have a few games that I didn't do in the buy two get one free sale that Core Gaming is doing right now as I'm filming this video. So I'm just gonna show the games that I didn't do in the deal, and then I'll do the ones that I did do in the buy two get one free. So the first one's an Xbox 360 game, and that's Quake 4, a launch title for the 360, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I haven't really played it all that much, but the main reason why I have this is because it actually has the bonus disc in here, which has a fully playable version of Quake 2 in here. I believe it's I don't know what kind of version it is, if it's like the console version or like the PC version. It's probably the original PC version from like the 90s. But you know, Quake's the classic series. Like the first game is awesome, so I'm sure Quake 2, I think I've heard Quake 2 is just as good as like the first game, so that's a good sign. Then next is a PlayStation 2 game, going back to some more horror. I got Extermination. I really like that title. It's basically like a Resident Evil clone, like because it has like the excuse me, it has the tank controls and like some atmosphere kind of stuff from Resident Evil, like the camera and everything. Just Sony kind of made their own version of it in a way, and it's complete. And you know, I kind of look forward to playing it some more. It looks kind of cool. Even just looking at like some pictures on the back, it looks kind of cool. Doesn't it kind of remind you of Resident Evil? Just looking at this guy, kind of looks like a tyrant. All right, next, these next two games, you're gonna look at the prices of these and like be like, whoa, you spent like that much money on them. But like because I didn't get all these games all at once, so this first one it says $40 on the sticker, but I traded some stuff in and got like some trading credit, like store credit, and I got this for a little bit cheaper. I think I got this one for like 25 bucks, and that's R-Type Final, which the sequel came out last year, so it was kind of like, that was kind of like the itch I had of like when I saw this, I'm like, I mean, the sequel looks fun, so like surely this one couldn't be too bad, right? And it's complete, and I think this is my first game from that's like by Fresh Games by Eidos. Which I know there's a few PS2 games that have this kind of like yellow border on them. And I think there's a GameCube game that has that also. All right, next, last two games from Core Game for like like last two for the first tier of like my stuff from Core Gaming. This one says $60 on the sticker, but again, I had some store credit left, so I got it for like essentially like $40. And that is Klonoa on Wii, which I know this one used to be go for a lot of money, and it kind of still does, but I don't know if like its value has changed because of like the new Klonoa, like the remaster one of it, like on PS4 and 5 or something. But yeah, I like the Klonoa on like the PS1 and like because I have it on my PS3, and I figured I'd get it on Wii because you know, it still goes for some money, and because this one was complete, and I saw it and I was like, ooh, I gotta get that, because like when I went into Core Gaming that day, they had some really good valuable like games in there. Like they had Otage 1 and 2 on the original Xbox, and some other like rare PS2 games, I think, like Silent Hill 3. It was really good. And then lastly, for before I get to the buy two get one free games, is The Conduit, which I've actually heard is not a bad little shooter for the Wii by Sega of all people. I know the sequel goes for some money, but I gotta check out this one. Kind of looks like Halo a little bit, but for the Wii. If you want Nintendo Halo, this is your way, sort of. And it's complete. Always do it on Wii with when it comes to aiming. Now it's to the buy two get one free games for Core Gaming. So I did this deal 3 separate times. I'll start with my biggest ones first. So these first 3 I got for $15. Whichever one you say is free, that's up to debate. The first one is an original Xbox game, and that's SSX Tricky. Now this one's a double for me because my my original copy of SSX Tricky is not in very good shape right now. I mean, it kind of works, but you know, I needed a new copy because sometimes it didn't even would load in my Xbox. So got this one, and SSX Tricky is a great game. Wish it didn't have Electronic Boutique stickers on it, but that's okay. But it's complete though, and that's what's most important. And if you try to resist gravity, that might be okay too. Zero gravity is cool. And then next is my only Wii U game, and that is the original Splatoon. I got this one mostly because like the third game was coming, so I was like, I should play the original Splatoon. And like, I'm surprised it hasn't gone up in price, because I mean, obviously you could still play the campaign for it. Multiplayer wise, it took me forever to find to get into a game, so yeah, not a lot of people playing it now, obviously, because Splatoon 2 and 3 now exist. But I'm glad to actually have it now, because I'm trying to get as many Wii U games as I can before they all skyrocket in price. I know some have already skyrocketed, like Devil's Third, and I think the Book of Unwritten Tales 2 as well. Like some of them have just skyrocketed, but yeah, you get my point. And then lastly, for $15, I got an Xbox 360 compilation of called Cubed, which is Luminous Live, E4, Every Extend, Extra Extreme, and Res HD. Which cool compilation is. The 360 had like a bunch of these, where like it would like compile a bunch of like, I guess, Xbox Live Arcade games onto discs. So that was cool to have, and it's definitely not the last one I have, because these ones are all like puzzle games, I believe, or at least Res is, not Res, Luminous. So it's cool. It gets to be cubed, even though it's Q with a Q. Do you get it? All right, next, I got these ones for $11.99, and then I got a game for $10. So for PS4, I got Star Wars Battlefront 2. Main reason why I got this is, like with Splatoon, is for the campaign. Multiplayer, I don't know, it's probably dead now. But I remember when this game used to be super controversial because of like all of the microtransaction loot box fiasco that EA was like trying to like shove it down our throats with surprise mechanics. But I've actually heard the game's gotten better, but the campaign will sure be interesting because I haven't heard a lot of great things about it. But I'm sure it'll be funny, maybe. And then next, another original Xbox game, and this one's an exclusive. Pure Pinball, American Pinball Reborn. Very important that I had to say that because, damn. But yeah, this was like, I like pinball, so that was one reason why I got it. And it's complete as well. That's very nice. But it's there's a lot of tables on it. I think, well, 4 tables. Yeah, that's a lot. And it's just I'm kind of surprised that that's an exclusive, because that would never cross my mind as an Xbox exclusive. I guess it's for all the dude bros out there that want something like that. And then I guess the game that I got for free is Centipede Infestation for the Wii. Main reason that kind of drew me into this one, because I didn't even know this game was a thing until I looked at the back and saw that it was developed by WayForward, who worked on Shantae, which was really surprised me because I would never think that they would do a game like this. No manual, unfortunately, in this one either, but I'm sure it's like this has to be good, right? It's WayForward; they make good games. And then these last 3 games I got, 2 of them were $10, and then my last one was $8. But complete, this game usually goes for, I think, 20. So for PS2, I got Sub Rebellion, which, sorry for the camera shake, which usually is, well, not usually, it's kind of a neat little game. It's basically like a submarine game, so it's basically dogfighting underwater. So I guess you're catfish fighting. Nuclear attack sub at minus 1,000 feet. Yeah, so I played it for a little. It's kind of cool. It's complete. I'm kind of running out of things to say because there's so many games. And this is a blue disc game, just to let you know if you have a fat PS2. And yeah, like I said, I'm running out of things to say. I definitely have some things to say about this next one. Good things, because my last 2 games are original Xbox games for core gaming. I got iNinja. This game is so underrated. It's a 3D platformer with a ninja, and you get to do ninja things like running on walls, like sword combat. It's so cool. Like I said, underrated 3D platformer. No manual, unfortunately. I really wish it did have one, but oh well. I got the disc, and you got iNinja being mad at you for something. He's like, dude, put me in your Xbox. Like, come on, stop waiting. And then lastly, this one's $7.99, but like I said, this game usually goes for like 20, I think. Last time I checked on price charting. Kakuto Chojin Back Alley Brawl. Another fight. Like, just telling by the cover, it's not the cover, like the title. It's a fighting game. I thought it would be like what's it, Tao Fang, but it's not exactly like that. It's like Dead or Alive, more specifically, which kind of threw me off. But no, it was kind of cool to like get this because another original Xbox exclusive down, and it's complete with the old Xbox insert in here of like, hey, look, there's some new games coming, like Kakuto Chojin again. You want it twice? Then go to the store and maybe buy it thrice. All right, last pile is all my stuff from GameStop. I think I've been flying through most of these pretty well, sort of. Now let me just pause real quick, and we will get through all of my stuff from GameStop. Alright, here we go. GameStop pile. So the first 2 games I got from GameStop are the only Switch games I got in this entire haul video. One of which I got at the store, and the other I got on their website because I couldn't find it physically. And then when I saw it at the store with the artwork and everything, I was like, what? So the first one I got for Switch is Atari Flashback Classics, which I have Flashback Classics Volume 3 on the Xbox One because I found it for like $3. But unlike the PS4 and Xbox One versions, which were 3 volumes for some reason, this one is all of the volumes combined into one with all of the games, as far as I'm aware. More games, more fun. You also got some nice artwork in here, and you got the cartridge right down there, assuming this can focus. There we go. Nice. I appreciate it. Atari flashbacks. I mean, you were looking like a like a flashback relic to me, but now you're looking pretty nice, like on the camera. Like you got like a lot of classics. I mean, it's showing some right there: Combat, Yar's Revenge, Adventure, Tempest, Centipede, and Missile Command. I doubt the Activision stuff is on here, but you know, Atari had their own classics on there for a reason, because I don't know, they made the console. And then the other Switch game I got is Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, but as you can see, it is the GameStop cover, and it came in one of their like their cheap cases. But I got this because one of my friends, Kamui Plays, this is one of his favorite games, and he had told me like a lot about it, and I've always wanted to play it, but on Switch this game is like a little valuable. I think even on PS4 it is also, but then I finally saw it on their website. I was like, sweet, I want to and I got it, thinking that it would come with the original case, but it didn't. And this one's also got got a crack down there, so yeah, that's the condition of GameStop cases for you. But yeah, I can't wait to play this this game, and I do want to get Ys 9 also. Just I haven't like looked for it all that much, is what I'm trying to say. Now for my PS4 games I got from GameStop, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in here. 4 of which I got for the 4 for $20 deal that GameStop was doing. So the first 4 I got like essentially for $5 each. And the first one, speaking of fives, is Far Cry 5, which I played Far Cry 4 and finished it, and I really like that game. Far Cry 6 I'm enjoying from what I've played, and 5 I haven't played yet. I'm just waiting to play this with Aaron Fazbear so we could start having some fun blowing everything up. And that's complete pretty much. I doubt that code is, I'm sure that code's already been used, but you know, that's how codes usually are. Next is Terraria, which I've never played before. I always I've heard about it, and like heard it's like 2D Minecraft, but now this will be like my first time to ever play it like truly. I also want to get this game on Wii U because it's on Wii U, and also it's complete with a manual. Does it have actual instructions in here? Well, it has a control, so we got an official manual in here, like in a PS4 game. Yeah. Yay! And that just yanked on my cord. Oops. Professional, ladies and gentlemen. Next is World of Final Fantasy. This one I just got on a whim because I don't really know anything about this game. I don't even know what kind of game it is. Is it like a dungeon crawler? I mean, it kind of looks like it from the back, but I'm probably wrong on that. But I just got it because, you know, I like Final Fantasy, and never played this game, so. Well, I never even like knew anything about it, so I just kind of, it was $5 essentially, so I got it. And there they go again. Next, last one for the 4 for $20 deal, and that is Batman Arkham Knight. I think like when I got this, like I recently rewatched The Batman on HBO Max again. Still a great movie, by the way, one of the best of the years. Still. And I still haven't played the Arkham games, and this was, it's not the last one I need, because I still need Arkham Origins, probably on Wii U maybe, or PS3 or 360 or whatever. But it's complete. It also has some like extra DLC stuff in here, which really surprised me. And there's a manual, but it's a legalese manual, so it's not interesting. But there's the disc. That looks cool. It's like the inside of the Batmobile. Be the Batman. Who was I last time? Was I Condiment King? Alright, so the rest of my PS4 games, I got for, like whatever the sticker said. So, so this first one was a launch title for the PS4. It was pretty much the launch title for the PS4. And that is Knack, baby! I mean, I have Knack too, so of course I gotta get the original. You know, best launch title game ever. Move over, Mario 64. No. But yeah, Knack, me and Knack honestly go like way back, because like I remember when the PlayStation 4 was on its way, and like when GameStop used to have like some well, I think they still do, but they had like demo kiosks that like of PlayStation 4s, and I would always play the demo of Knack, and I always thought the game like not only looked nice, but I thought it was kind of fun. So it'd be interesting to like play it again, like almost 10 years later. I can't believe that. And like actually play through the game myself. And the reason why I haven't played Knack 2 yet is because I wanted to play the first game. So there you have it. That's the story of me and Knack. Went back to the past. And then next, I actually just got this one literally a few days ago. Like when I started my pre-order for Resident Evil 4 Remake, which by the way, I'm super hyped about that game. This is not Resident Evil, by the way, this game. It's Steep. It's another like extreme sports game. One that I never played, and one that always caught my attention because of it being an extreme sports game. Like it's snowboarding, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it. And like something with a wingsuit. And like I guess this is kind of like Riders Republic, which is also by Ubisoft. But it has like some more sports in it. Nothing inside, unfortunately. And this isn't the one that's like related to the Pyeongchang Olympics. So yeah, it's just vanilla Steep. So it looks kind of cool, so I got it. Alright, so this next one says $20, and but I used my $5 coupon for my being a Power Up Awards member. So I got it, and I was really looking forward to this too. And it's Pac-Man Museum Plus. Just the fact that this existed, and another game that's coming up exists, like having like some new compilations of Pac-Man, like sign me up. Like I even got this game like pretty close to launch. I'm still going through it. Like I'm trying to complete all the missions, because I actually do want to get the platinum trophy for this game, believe it or not. It's a pain because there's so many like missions to complete, and you gotta be like pretty skilled to like get through some of these, like through the missions. Yeah, it's just the disc in here. I showed on my Instagram that like I was actually ranked 31 in Pac-Mania on the leaderboards for this game. I'm not trying to brag about it. It's just something that I thought it was like really proud to show, because like I'm that high in the leaderboards. It's like, wow, like it was insane. Like at the time when I posted that picture, well, when I first snapped that picture is what I mean. Last PS4 game, and this one is actually Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil 6, which I have on 360, but you know, having it on PS4, I get to have all the DLC, so that's nice. Just need to play the rest of the campaigns. I started playing this with Henry. We finished Leon's campaign. I need to get through Chris, Ada, and Jake's still, but this is actually my first time playing Resident Evil 6, and as stupid as some of the events that happen in this game, it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's complete. You could say the DLC is invisible, I guess. Alright, last 4 games in this video are PlayStation 5 games. Some of these I think all of these actually, I got for like some deals. So the first one I got for $10. I already opened all of these games. The first one is Chris Tales. Again, another game that caught my eye because of Kamui playing it like last year. And the art style looked really nice. Like I'm pretty sure it's an RPG, right? Yeah, JRPG. Like it has a really cool art style and like a cool concept with like time travel. And like it was only $10, so I was like, ooh, sign me up. And it's got some stuff in here. There's even like a poster on the back. It's like a really nice looking game, and I'm sure there's like some interesting stuff that happens in the story. Like there's gotta be, like just telling you about it. All right, next, this one I got for $20. I've been like looking for this game for cheap for like quite a while, and that is Tales of Arise, which I believe won the Game Award for Best RPG last year. So, and like I wanted to play it, like I think even before the Game Awards, because like, you know, it looked cool, and I'd never played the Tales games. I've heard this is like one of the best ones, so like this surely it's good, right? Challenge the fate that binds you. That kind of sounds like a tagline for most other RPGs. No inserts, unfortunately, but there is the disc, and there's like some artwork on the back. So, looking forward to playing it. Alright, next one. This one I got, this and the last game, I both got because I had a Honey gift card that I forgot to use. So I got these two essentially for sort of free because I had a $60 Honey gift card using points and such. So I got these last two for like really cheap. The first one is a game that I mentioned that I'm going to stream, and that is Pac-Man World Repack. Honestly, I'm just so happy that this exists. Like, I've been like wanting to see Pac-Man World come to like modern platforms, and it's finally here. I haven't played it yet because I want to save it for whenever I do stream this game. But I'm so excited to when I do finally play it. No inserts, unfortunately. I really wish it did, but oh well. Maybe Pac-Man ate them. And last game in this haul video is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Just like with Pac-Man World, it's just all really nice seeing another Lego Star Wars game, and one that has all of the movies in it, because like we've been waiting for this game for like a few years at least, like because it kept getting delayed, and like there's so much stuff. Like you got all 9 films and in one new game. It's like I'll just read this. I might as well. But yeah, from what I've played this so far, it's really good. Like it's not like the other Lego games in ways, but yeah, good, really good game. Good for the kiddies. And there's the disc looking like the Death Star, and then like some Lego sets. And with that is it. My 50th haul video is finished. I wish I had a drink with me because and to say here's to another 50. Really curious to what games I'm gonna have by the time I reach haul video 100. But yeah, that is it. I'm tired. I got a huge stack of games behind me, well, right next to me, like looking at me like sup. And I gotta get let my legs rest because I've been kneeling for like an hour. But anyways, yeah, that is it. So thank you all for watching the video, and please comment, like, and subscribe. And again, thank you to everyone who has been like supportive of all these haul videos throughout my journey. Next video is, I'm not sure when it's gonna be. Actually, I do know what it is. It's going to be a Switch collection video, so be on the lookout for that. In terms of Let's Plays, I'm not sure yet, but again, stay tuned. And feel free to follow me on social media. Links will be in the description. And see you when I am finding more games for $6.97, potentially. So, excuse me. So shock the world and us, amiibros. Goodbye!